grab my knife and everything. What's up, suckers, and welcome back to Everything Courtney. Yesterday was my 26th birthday.
Check me out, check me out.
Girl, getting up there. Just kidding, I'm still young at heart and in age. Okay, that's what you start saying once you start getting older. I started thinking about some of the moments from my childhood and just thinking about, you know, how far I've come. It's been 26 years. And thinking of some of the funny things that's happened within my life. And I thought about this one incident that happened when I was a little kid and me and my cousin was fighting. So I decided I'm gonna share with y'all this story time because it was just so funny when I thought about it. So boom, check this out, right? So growing up, me, my sister, and my cousin, we were all like three peas in a pod, y'all. You seen one, you seen the other two. We were always together. I mean, always. We played all day, outside, inside, from school to bus driver, from chai. Most people call it house, but we call it chai. Like chai, 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 like that. Anything you can think of, it was the three of us together doing it. So when we played church, church was lit. We had this stand in my house that had like a Bible on it. And I really don't know what happened to the Bible or the stand now that I think about it. So I would bring the stand inside the room and that would become my pulpit. Don't step in my pulpit, you know, it's a sacred area. My dad built this stage basically for my brother in his room where his drum set was. And we had like microphones and all that stuff. Y'all, we had a full-on church service. And normally church would go well. You know, I always felt like I was called to be the one to deliver the word. So I often played preacher. And they would play different parts. You know, we would all do different things within the church. But this particular church service, I don't really know what transpired before, but it just rolled on over into church. So basically, right, me and my cousin clearly were at odds about something else earlier that day, and we really didn't shake it before we walked up in the house of the Lord. And it was some beef, it was some tension. We was letting the enemy use us, and he did. And so from my recollection, church was good. Church was going great. I felt like I had brought a word from the Lord, and it was great. I had this plaid dress my auntie had gave me that I told my mom I would never wear out. But it looked like the perfect preacher robe, you know, like it was real big on me, but it fit at the same time. It was long, had a little buttons in the front so I could kind of have it open like, bam, here go my church outfit, but bam, here's my robe because I'm sacred. I'm bringing the word. I'm the preacher. So in the midst of this wonderful church service, the momentum just gets so, you kind of forget about everything, your other problems. That's what church is for. You're supposed to forget about your other problems. Clearly, we didn't leave our problems on the altar because when church benedicted, I realized there was still some animosity that wasn't cleared up because as a pastor, you know, you let the people out of church reach out and touch, and oh man, everybody did all that. And as I'm standing to the church doors, aka my brother's bedroom door, opening it, telling everybody to leave. As she walks out of church, she bumps me. I don't mean just like, oops, excuse me, it was like a intentional bump, like you got beef with pastor bump. And I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. I may not remember everything that happened that day in the church service. We could have been beefing through church. Maybe I delivered a word that was petty. Maybe I was targeting her in my message. I'm not really sure. Knowing me, it was a good chance. But she held on to it, and clearly I did too, because when we left out of church and she bumped me, I just blacked. I was in my head, it was like, did she just bump me? And my sister's eyes got this big. Next thing you know, y'all, I was in the kitchen, grabbed my knife and stab nobody, not without a just cause. When you leave the room, the living room was right there, and so the sofa was right there, and you want to fight, I want to tussle, like that's what we ended up fighting and tussling. It went down. So picture this, right? I probably was about 8, 9-ish, so my cousin was either 7 or 8, and she was always a little bit taller than me, even though I was a year older. She had heavier hands, but mine were quicker. If she struck me, it would hurt, but I could strike her faster than she could strike me once. My thing was, as long as I could pop, pop, pop before you went real hard, then I was good. So mind you, I got on my church robe, but you just see my robe just, I'm grabbing sofa pillows like, no, 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 no. And she over here got pillows like, you know, and now my sister like, stop fighting. So what happened was, I think we could have just fought, got it over with, and went on about our day. Because I believe we were in the house by ourselves. But my sister decides to go run outside screaming, acting like we ended up killing each other. It was like, they ended up fighting! They fighting! They fighting! My dad was outside doing some stuff in his shed. When he heard that, he didn't really know what was going on. So he started running to come see what was going on. And when he did, he hit his knee on the wheelbarrow. Or he stepped in a hole. Huh? One of the two. Either way it go, he jacked up his knee and he was limping. So he was extra mad by the time he got to the house. Her mama was at my grandma's house. She come running across the field. Then, why you trying to fight for them? And, you know, we was cool after that. I mean, you know, we got in trouble and that was about it. I didn't get like major repercussions because we were children. I'm sure I had a good reason. I'm not really sure though what punishment I got from my parents, because was it really warranted? We really just got done fighting. I mean, do you really want to punish me right now? I'm in the zone. Mom and daddy, what's up? Y'all trying to get this too? Just kidding. I wasn't about that life. They would have beat my behind. So yeah, she left. We wasn't allowed to play. And then what makes it worse is that same week we end up having to go to choir practice. Y'all, I was feeling so bad because my daddy was limping for a long time after that. I mean, he really tore that little knee up, and I felt so guilty every time I seen him walk by with the look, you know, because it was hurting him. I knew it was, and it hurted me more. I feel like, well, maybe not physically, but like emotionally, because I knew it was my fault and he was limping to choir practice, and then my cousin was there, and so just like, what's up? Now we in real church, what's good, you know? But nah, we ended up being cool by then, you know, and then we was out there playing in the pew. So I know it probably was even worse seeing the perpetrators out there having a good time together. But we was family, you know, family do stuff like that. And yeah, we moved on from that. We grew from that, you know. We was back being at 3 peas in a pod, real tight, y'all. But we threw down in that house though. People say most times your first fights with your cousins. They don't be lying, y'all. Like, I fought a couple of my cousins, but that fight one definitely stuck in my mind. And it's funny now, you know, we can laugh. And we can laugh now and can't be daddy. Your knee good, right? Yeah. But yeah, y'all, that's basically the story. It was really funny. The way I see it in my head, I wish y'all could really see, because boy, was that something to really see. I mean, I was really putting in some work in my mind because I was pissed. I'm like, she took me out the spirit. I was in the spirit, giving God's word to his 2 people, but in my mind it was a full congregation, and all the members of my church had to see me act up with one of the members. Like, what that look like? What in the green leaf is going on, you know? But yeah, it happened. But we better now, you know. We laugh at this stuff, y'all. That's to my dog. We real close. I love you, girl. Honestly, if you really think about it, it's my sister's fault that my daddy knee got messed up. Nope. Because instead of either helping me or trying to stop us, pull us off each other, she ran outside as a snitch. So the moment she left the vicinity, she became the problem. Maybe, you know, that should be discussed. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, okay. Just a suggestion. The more I think about stuff, I'm definitely gonna share with y'all, because my childhood was nothing short of amazing, just like my birthday was. Thank you so much for all you guys who shouted me out, sent me cash out, especially them cash out, and y'all real ones for that. And the private messages, as well as the text messages, the calls, everything. I will have more fun story times out for y'all as soon as I can think of some more good stuff to say. I love you guys, and don't forget, you are everything, and Black Lives Matter, baby. Bye. See ya.